Welcome, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin' here with another video tutorial for you guys today. And today we're going to create these cute little boxes for nuggets to give away at Christmas time. It does use the Hershey's Nuggets, and it does hold 4 of the nuggets. Now, I seen this actual box on a Facebook group, but the person who had posted had actually used a retired Stampin' Up! Big Dies, and I do not have that Big Dies, and I'm seeing that some other people did not have it. So I thought, I could, maybe I could create one. Well, generously, she had posted the finished size to another person. So I thought, okay, let me see if I can take that and work with it. And I created this box. I'm so happy about this. The finished size is 2 3/4 by 2 inches, and it is 3/4 inch deep. It is using our acetate for the lid and cardstock for the box. So, isn't those cute? Aren't those adorable? Great for craft fairs or gift giving, stocking stuffers, co-workers, different things like that. So, let's get started. Today we're going to use a piece of garden green cardstock. We're going to go with the red and green theme. And you're going to need your Simply Scored scoring tool, okay? So we're going to take it on, I'm going to start with the short side. The short side is the 5 inches. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys do need a piece of cardstock that is cut 5 by 5 3/4. So we're going to start with the 5 inch side, and we're going to score it at 3 1/4, 1 1/2, 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. And then you're going to turn it on the long side, which is the 5 3/4 side. Again, scored at 3 1/4, 1 1/2, and then at 4 1/4, and at 5. Okay. Now, put this piece aside, and you're going to need your acetate. Now, your acetate, the acetate for the lid, this is cut at 4 3/8 by 3 5/8. Now with this one, we're not going to use our scoring tool because I found that if I used the bone folder, it was thin enough right here that it would help with the lid. Okay, so on the 3 5/8 side, we're going to score it at 3 1/4, and I'm just going to make sure it's in there. And I'm just going to go down the line without removing my bone folder a couple times. This will help with the lid, the closure of the lid. Oops, I got it out. Okay, and then we're going to score it at 2 7/8, which is right here. Again, you just go over it a couple of times. Trust me, it will help. And then turn it on the long side, which is the 4 3/8. And again, all the measurements and everything, supplies will be on my website. Then we're going to score it at 3 1/4. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is so fun. I love crafting. And then we're going to score it at 3 5/8, which is just about right on the little line over the half mark. Okay. And again, just score it a little bit, a couple times in that track. Okay, so now we have the lid. All right, that's all we need the scoreboard for. Now, let's go ahead and do the lid first because it's the one that takes the longest. You're gonna have to fold over on the lines, and I don't know, you guys can't see that, but those lines are kind of faint. But when you can see them, to fold them over, and I just pinched with my fingers first on all 4 sides. It just helped it to when I went to burnish it with the bone folder, because this acetate is very strong. Thick, not strong. What is strong? Thick. Alright, so now I'm going to take my bone folder, and I'm just going to burnish it really good. Okay? And it's going to try to resist once you burnish that, but just, it's going to take all your fingers. Okay? Press it down again, and then this side. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take and we're going to cut it. You're going to cut first here, okay, And I would suggest when you have it like this, go ahead and snipping off a little bit on each edge, because it seemed to help when I closed the box. It wasn't so bulky, and it gave it a better finish. And then we're going to, okay, then you're going to take it and you're going to turn it around, and you're going to cut this side. I always say the line to the left of you. Okay, and I don't think that cut straight. Okay, it does matter when you put this lid together, especially with this acetate. Then turn it around, cut this side, and trim that off a little bit. Make sure that's going to be, yeah. Then turn it around and cut this one. Trim this side off a little bit. Okay. Whoops, that one wants to hang up a little bit. Well, okay. All right, so this is your lid ready to go. Now let's go ahead and use our adhesive. You can use tear and tape or fast fuse. I'm going to use fast fuse for the time of the video, but you could use tear and tape for sure. This is just going to be quicker today. And I'm putting 2 strips, one on each side, like to kind of cover the whole tab. It just holds it better. Okay, get that out of the way. And then you're going to take it and you're going to twist this one in and put the sticky part on the inside, and you're going to line it up. Okay, so and one thing I think I forgot to mention is when you have it like this, this is the top part. This is where you're going to put your adhesive on the tabs. Okay, I'm just making sure it lines up. Okay, all right, another thing I suggest to do is just kind of pinch those sides in. It just helps it again with the closure of the box to give it a finished look at the end. Just kind of pinch those lids a little bit. All right, see how that just kind of a little wonky, but it is acetate, but it will fit, and once you put your box together, it'll be okay. Okay, there it goes, sitting straight. Now we're going to take our cardstock piece and we're going to burnish all the score lines. So I want to show you what I created. I took a lesson from one of my downline and created you a little sheet to kind of show you what we're doing. Here's the lid and here's this box. So this is what the box looks like. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut these 3 pieces off on each corner. All right, and then we're going to cut these tabs just like we did the lid. We're going to cut here, or we're going to cut here, cut here, cut here, and cut here. But this kind of just shows you what you're going to cut off, because sometimes it's too dark especially when you're doing a video. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to cut down to the first score line, and we're going to go this score line down here. We're going to cut down to this second score line. Okay, then we're going to turn it. We're going to cut down to this one right here. And again, I suggest just trim it off a little bit. And then here when you cut, you can go ahead and trim off that and cut off that square at the same time. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you cut it. So this is what it looked like before, the 4 squares. And then this is what the finished piece looks like. So then you're going to take it and you're going to turn it around. You're going to cut down again to the first square line, and then to the second. Turn it. Grab that with your scissors, and then, okay, and then turn it. Oh, turn, Denise. Cut down the first score line. Oh, I keep doing it like this. I always want to try to turn that too fast. And then trim this one, And then trim this as you're cutting it. Alright. Oh. And then again. Oh, see, I want to cut that line, but I got to cut this piece first. I don't know why I do that. I want to just cut that. I guess it really don't matter as long as you get to the end result, right? Okay, so this is what it looks like. So let me bring this back out to kind of show you. So again, what we've done is we've just cut these 3 squares off. All right. Then you're going to take your adhesive, and I am going to use Fast Fuse, and I'm just going to put adhesive on these 4 tabs right here. Okay, turn it. I try to do it to the top as close as I can. It is just holding nuggets, but you still want your box to stay together. You don't want it to fall apart. Okay. And this is how we're going to fold it. You're going to take it, and you're going to take this tab first here, this little tab first. You're going to push it in, tilt it in, and you're going to take this up. So you're going to take this up, and then you're going to fold this piece that you put adhesive on over the tab, like that. So it creates like kind of like a double thickness on your box walls. And then this way, it's a little tricky towards the end, but it'll be okay. And push that in. Again, this tab goes in, and then your piece with adhesive goes wraps around, and there's your little box. And we'll put our lid on. There you go. Now, it is a little big. The acetate, the box, I tried a little bit thinner, but it seemed to be really tight, so that's why I stuck with this bigger size lid. All right, so let's take our 4 nuggets. Let's get our 4 nuggets out. Let's wrap them. So what you're going to need is I used some Be Merry DSP from the annual catalog, and it has trees on one side, and then it has this real pretty cherry cobbler pattern on the other side. And so these are the colors we're going to be stamping with is garden green and cherry cobbler. So these are cut at 1 inch by 3 inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 with showing the cherry cobbler print and then showing the trees. And I'm just going to get out some snail. So the side that you want not to show is where you're going to put your adhesive. Okay. If I can get my snail to work. 1 on each piece, 1 on each end. Take the back of your nugget, your Hershey's Nugget, and wrap around and then secure it. Okay, there's 1. Let's go ahead and put them in the box as we're going. Okay, and then we'll wrap this one here. Put that one there. There. And wrap this one. And it worked out that I have some green trees and some red trees, so that worked out pretty good. Then put your lid on here, and then you're just going to decorate your lid. Okay, so for the sentiment, I am using Hang Your Stockings. They have this really cute Merry Christmas sentiment, so I'm going to get that out. Put it on one of my C blocks. Let's see. And I'm going to use cherry cobbler for the sentiment, only because the box is green. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to use, because I have this ribbon here that I wanted to use, and it's red. So maybe we'll use garden green. But we're going to still need the cherry cobbler, so I'm going to stamp something else. So we're going to take our little Merry Christmas. Ink it up. I just want to make sure I got plenty of ink on that. Stamp it. Alright, and then we're going to take our everyday label. And we're going to put it in there, and we're just going to line it up. Actually, yeah. I had it towards the top a little bit because I want to take the the holly and the berries from this set. Just gonna put these on blocks. And now we're going to use our cherry cobbler. And put one on each side. I think that's how I'm going to do that. We're going to see if this is going to look cute. Okay. Oh, it's got to go up a little bit to frame it. Oh yeah, oh it's off. That's a little bit off, but that's okay. Let's take this one. My garden green is juicy. It's got a lot of ink in it. Okay. That might have been too much. Oh, well. We don't, I mean, you could put green berries, I guess. That might be too much. What do you guys think? Maybe we'll just stamp back. No, because I need that other side. Okay, that's okay. The idea looked better in my head than it did on the cardstock. Okay, so then we're going to take this gorgeous red. It comes with red and silver, and it is tinsel ribbon. It's an annual in the holiday catalog. I'm just going to wrap up my box with this. And before I tie it, I'm going to take a hole punch, and I'm going to punch a hole at the top, right here at the top, and then stick this in here. Let's see if it'll go. Yeah, I might have to trim it a little bit first, and then stick it up there. Yeah. Put your tag in there. Okay. And then we're going to tie a bow. Or we're going to try to tie a bow. Okay. So we'll just just take the bow down a little bit. Oh, that tinsel ribbon is so cute. All right, we'll just trim off our tails a little bit. And there you go. You got these cute little nuggets. Doesn't take much. Of course, you can make them up as pretty, as ornate as you want. But for something that's gonna, oh, my tag is falling apart over here. I didn't tie it. Maybe I didn't tie it in a knot. Let me tie it. Okay. There we go. But you have these 3 cute nugget boxes, and it doesn't take that long once you figure out the size and stuff. So cute. I hope to see you guys' creations. Thank you guys for stopping by. And as always, all the information will be on my website. Links will be down below. Thanks, and have a great day.